I knew that the stranger was looking for ult, so I was constantly looking around looking for him. Because the moment he drops down, you're gonna see I just immediately block his ult. And then we just went off of that. This is another mistake I did on my part, by the way. Instead of looking at the Magneto, I have to be looking at the Strange. Look what's going to happen. He's about to LeBron dunk slam on my entire team. We're going to watch out on his POV. And we lose because of this.
Flawlex is a top tank main who consistently MVPs in one above all ranked matches. He agreed to break down one of his games to show how he dominates these lobbies as Doctor Strange. Check out his Twitch and Twitter in the description below.
I'm going to show you a game that I found that I played on this exact map. And I want you to kind of notice the positioning of everything. So I just want to preface this by saying my Groot's in a bad position. Don't play where my Groot is. But all in all, Groot should be where I am, and I should be where Groot is. We should be flipped right now. I should be playing up here. But as you notice, my supports are playing in here. And then we're just having someone play here. And the reason why we play here and not high ground is because even if they portal, like, it's so easy for me to go up. And we don't know if they're going to portal. It's not until they called it out that I like tried going for it, but it was too late. You're going to see it now. I tried to go for a portal, but it was too late. So I was just like, okay. My Groot was inspirational this game, to say the least. Notice how they're not playing main at all, by the way. Like, they're just ignoring this because it's really bad for them to play there. It's just really, really, really bad. That was a bad control. I don't know what this guy was thinking. I don't know how he killed that Moon Knight. I'm not holding my E. I'm going in, getting a quick pick off of it, and then backing off. So I'm charging it here. I'm just charging. I get an E, and there we go. And that's all I have to do.
Context, Andrew, I was holding the E too much, and then I was getting it healed, etc.
And I matched the enemy Strange. I'm always constantly matching the enemy Strange.
Dang, bro.
And see, and I'm back to position. Even if they walk main, it's fine because where we're going to fight anyways is on point. See, and this is actually where they go main. But the problem is they took too long. Because now we have a whole bunch of ults coming up, and they don't. They're slightly behind. See, we Groodle, and then we just free.
How do you know that, like, in-game, though?
Oh, I'm I'm mentally, like, I already know mentally what ults they have. It's just kind of like, I have a time, not a timer, but like, I know how much damage they're doing.
It's a necessary skill in Overwatch to ult track, and this just tracks, honestly.
Yeah, so in Overwatch, like, I used to play support as well, and one of in like tournaments, one of the support's biggest jobs is to ult track. Because you're healing, you have more time to do that. For example, as tank, like because we're in the front lines, we fight plan and we tell people where we're going. DPS call targets, and then supports ult track. I just kind of naturally know how to ult track because, for example, I know their Strange isn't gonna get ult before me because I've done more damage than him. I just know I do because I've just done more than him. So I know because I'm at 85%, I'm gonna get it first, and I can go for a really aggressive play next time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm walking here, because look, I already know I'm gonna have it soon. And then, like, I don't even need to do anything. I don't know what my shark was doing. This was a bit troll, but it's really funny.
There's no magic fix. You also make it disappear.
But I don't know if that's something you knew. You could do. You can actually fly over the Moon Idol, and it just cancels it basically for you. Like it won't hurt you. Only reason why I stayed there was because I had my Mantis with me. I wouldn't have been that aggressive if my Mantis wasn't there with me. So okay, let's play a game. My group's about to get ult, and we know they have Magneto, Adam, and we know they have like 4 ults on the enemy team. Our job is to, the way you play perfectly here is you force Magneto ult, and then you Groot Moon Knight ult, and you just win. Or Groot gets an ult before Magneto gets the ult, and you Moon Knight ult on top of that. It's just a free team wipe.
Yeah. So how can you force Magneto? Like, Magneto's isn't.
You can force Mag ult by, for example, a really good force is probably like Hawkeye ult. Especially when they're walking in. If you Hawkeye ult while they're walking in and you start spamming at them, if he doesn't Magneto ult, your supports are just gonna die because he's just gonna shoot the shadows. So here they made the mistake of 1, just walking up with no plan, 2, getting walled by Groot, and 3, still trying to go aggressive. If you notice, their Strange still tried going in because he realized they got walled, so he realized he needs to make a play or else they just lose. But he died. See? Immediately we forced Magneto because we Hawkeye ulted, like I said. But the mistake that we made was that our Moon Knight ulted without Groot. And we lost because of that. So I don't know if you just saw that, but I blocked the fuck out of that Strange ult. Yeah, sadly, there's not really much I can do here, so I just back up. And that's the point. We would have won if our Moon Knight just didn't ult. Honestly, what our Groot's doing is fine. See how I'm pushing up here, Marcos? Because, like, I know my supports can see me, so I can be uber aggressive. I just push past the Groot wall, and I have my shift up. So I know even if I get walled, I can just fly up and survive. See, I just fly up and then I survive. And now I know how. Do I go for the funny here? I want to see if I go for the funny here. I think I do. Yes, I do. Look at this. Look at this. Do not recreate what I'm doing here, by the way. You might like this, Andrew. Do not recreate what I'm doing.
Wait, how
I
many
went
people
for a
died?
funny. Oh, we killed 3.
Wow.
It only worked because they were too preoccupied with me. I actually didn't stun anyone. Sadly, he died. No, he didn't. Never mind. I'm lying out of my ass. Whew. So here I know Strange has ult. So notice my positioning real quick here. I actually make the mistake of going in here because now he can just go in for free. If I had just played under, he wouldn't have gone for that ult. So that was actually a mistake on my part. But at the same time, I was low. I could have died. You know, like there's a lot of factors that go into this. It's a big what if, but he wouldn't. I know he at least wouldn't have gone for the ult at that moment, simply because I was gonna block it. I tried stunning him off of his ult. Sadly, I was just slightly out of range. Another mistake on my part. I didn't hit the Magneto with my ult. That's kind of minuscule, to be fair.
I'm taking Helidex.
So the only reason why I'm taking off angles like this is because I have a Groot, so I know he's gonna be able to hold the front line. So I'm just kind of like being annoying. My main goal is to always be matching. This is another mistake I did on my part, by the way. Because I was matching the wrong person. Instead of looking at the Magneto, I have to be looking at the Strange. Look what's gonna happen. He's about to LeBron dunk slam on my entire team. We're gonna watch on his POV. And we lose because of this.
No.
And it's completely my fault. That's why positioning is so important. My positioning there cost us that. Just because I was in the wrong place.
When you say matching, do you mean like frontlining the person or matching their tempo?
So when I say I'm matching their Strange, it means I'm constantly keeping him in check. I am constantly I am nowhere that he isn't. Think of it as a Ryan 1v1.
Yeah.
And I just die because, you know, I don't have enough healing to offset the damage that they're doing. Honestly, the Magneto kind of sucked, but it's fine. Like, he was ulting at very weird times. Okay, notice what I did there. This is like 4D chess, okay? So what a lot of Strange players will do on the enemy team is they're going to place a teleporter in front of yours to try to get you off the map. And he probably heard me use teleporter, so in my head, I was like, I'm going to reposition the TP so he can't put it on top of it. And he doesn't even go for it, which is fine. But it's fine because it's that like little sense of security. So here, okay, let me ask you this to see a bit of your thought process. What do you think is good or bad about our positioning right now? Notice the enemy team. So they have Moon Knight just kind of chilling up here. He's just throwing onks whenever he can and like dealing itty bits of damage. So he's constantly a bug on our shoulder where if we don't deal with him, we're just going to lose, right? If I drop down right now, we actually lose the entire team fight. And the reason for that is because Moon Knight just gets free reign. So two things have to happen. One is get Moon Knight off of high ground or possibly kill him. And two is to separate the Hawkeye, who's currently in a terrible position, to either kill him or go on supports. So let's see what happens. Realistically, what should have happened is my entire team just rotates over here and we drop down here and we just take the fight here. And the reason I say that is because we already have Hawkeye and Moon Knight here and they're just going to get shit on by the enemy Hawkeye if they're not careful. So we have to protect them. Instead, we kind of did a weird split I did get a pick though, and then that just kind of helped us get the point. But this was played terribly, and we still somehow like get through it. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, we actually lose. Interesting. I thought we won that. Bro just kept picking people off. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. So at this point, our main goal, because they're all playing high ground, is to just force the Hawkeye or someone off of high ground. We have ults coming up, so honestly, like, we're chilling. We just need to build ults and try to use it before them. There is very good for us. We can go all in now. You're going to see me do that in a second here once I have my shift up. I'm just going to be uber aggressive. I'm just looking for any possible kill. And now we win off of that. This was a terrible Groodle, by the way. There was no reason to Groodle. No reason to Moon Knight ult. These were literally plat ults that I just saw. All right, and notice I'm not on payload. I'm immediately pushing up. I'm taking space because if I don't take the space first, the enemy team will, and it's going to be a lot harder for us to push through. Notice how far away their Hawkeye has to play now. And look. Look what I do here. I just go up and I look for ult. And with that, we won the entire point. Why do I say that? Because look at how much space I'm taking. Look at where the payload is. And look at where I am. And I'm completely fine here because my Loki's just staring at me. So I am okay standing here. I even forced an ult, which is insane. I don't even know why he ulted. See, once I hear Hawkeye ult, I just go on. Yeah, and that's a small little thing. I don't know if you noticed. I knew that the stranger was looking for ult, so I was constantly looking around looking for him. Because the moment he drops down, you're going to see I just immediately block his ult. Just like that. And then we just went off of that. Okay, this was a bit troll.
Oh my gosh.
Bro was not cooking. Bro was not cooking. But look, we're all pushing up because we understand we only need one person on cart. And we are basically constantly forcing fights. Because the more aggressive and faster you play on attack, the more mistakes defense is going to make. And I just let them play up here. And look, again, the point hasn't even crossed this, and we're already holding them here like it's right here. That's something you always need to keep in mind of. Just zones on a map that you just need to control. And I'm just, again, marking this guy. So I actually want to ask you, Andrew, why do you think I took this fight? Why do you think this was extremely important for me to do? What do you think this Hawkeye was trying to achieve by playing here?
He's trying to get like a good angle, I guess.
Yeah. So this would be what's considered an off angle, where the enemy team is forced to look at you just to like force you off. What I'm doing is completely shutting down that idea. I'm not even letting him get to that point. Also, when I start pushing up here, once this guy dies, this is really difficult for the enemy team. Because if you notice their positioning, if I take control of this, it forces them into like a little tiny corner. We basically have all of this space to ourselves, which means we're just going to run over them. And that's what happens. And here, my plan is simply just look for an early ult. I'm not even helping my team. I'm literally just sitting here waiting. And I told group, put walls down. See? And it doesn't even matter if they get healed. That's a huge group ult, by the way. Let me just show you what he did there. This is one of those things that you need to learn, where it's like, you don't need to throw it at the ground. Look, he sees that, and he just throws it to wall, and he just kills everyone for free. He just kills everyone for free. We got point. Remind you, this is a one above all game.
That's insane.
Like, it really does look like they're kind of like botting around, but these people are the best of the best. So here, I'm setting up the portal that I was telling you that people do a lot. And I see he's doing this. My mistake is I forgot he jumped, so the portal's going to be slightly above. But I think I still get one person. Yeah, see? I killed one person. Let me actually show you their POV. It's so funny. This is what he sees. And this is why it's so strong.
No way.
Yup. I actually killed 3 people with that. Because they got caught in it. It's actually so funny.
That was a cry for help.
He tries to jump in, and my portal catches them.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's why you need to reposition it. Me just doing that, especially on OT, wastes so much time for them. They're already down to 30 seconds. By the time they get to main, they're going to be around 15 seconds left.
They're also negative on ults. So that's insane.
Yeah. See, what did I say? 15 seconds. And like, we're getting backed up, but it doesn't even matter. I think we sadly lose this. Yeah. He has one shot. Which is fine. Here, though, we know for a fact we have better ult econ than them. So we're going to look to be, like, a lot more aggressive. Also, mind you, we have 3 minutes and 48 seconds to push wherever they are.
essentially
Our
say,
Groot,
it's really
our
hard
Groot
for them to
trolled
right?
there. By the way, our Groot trolled so hard there. All he had to do was wait for Moon Knight ult. This is when I say, like, it's not just your ranks, bro.
Hmm.
And now this is just a full backup. We don't even need to fight this. We just back up. So here I look for an ult. But I saw that Sylex saw me, so there's literally no way for me to go for it. And then they still somehow let me get it. See how I'm just waiting? And now I get through. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I don't know if anything else different happens. I don't think I have anything else to say. Oh, you know, they tried, I think, to they tried to do the TP thing on us, but I moved the teleporter again. That was about it. That right there is a perfect example of what I want you to do, by the way. So let me put it back. Let's go back to this group. Notice how he's constantly trying to check them with like how they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
And here he puts a perfect wall. And they're just dead here. There's nothing they can do. He's constantly putting it in corners to force them out in like very weird angles. See, he walls. The moment he sees the Strange walk up even a little, he just walls him off. He's dead here. There's nothing Strange can do. The only thing he can do is fly up, but he doesn't have it. And we just got point for free. I don't think there's anything else to say about this. They tried playing close, but like it just doesn't work. He somehow got 2 in it, by the way. I don't even know how.
Wait, he put it on the he put a wall on the ground on purpose?
I don't even know, dog. Like, he was just weird this entire game. We were trolling a bit too much, which is fine. Honestly, I think I played pretty bad this game for what it is. Like, honestly, you need to always think. Every time you die, you need to think, what did I do wrong? There, I overextended. Okay, so here, my main goal, the moment I saw my Star-Lord ult, I knew I won. Want to know why? They're going to be too busy looking at him and not at me. I'm just going to get a free ult. See? I just go above. Even if I only get one, it doesn't even matter. Because 1 kill is enough. I dodged Jeff out there. Pretty easy. And then I don't know what that Strange was thinking he was going to do. And see, notice how Groot's just throwing ults because he knows he's going to get his ult back really fast. I think that's like his 7th or 8th ult this game. How many ults do you get per game?
Like 2 or 3.
Yeah. Because it's fine. It's fine. It's like you're just scared to ult, which is fine. And we just win.